All right, so this is the MS-09F Dom Tropen in 1/144th scale and high grade, or what I like to call
hero grade.
Not really. I picked this one up at Japantown Collectibles in San Francisco. It's a small store on the first floor there of the Japan Center Mall, packed with board games and models and some Gunpla there in the back. This is the second Gunpla, or Gunpla, I've ever built, and probably, honestly, like the third model of anything I've ever put together. So I'm pretty happy with my performance, though mistakes were made. More on that soon. Okay, first off, I found the instructions in this one just a little bit less modern than I was expecting. I only say that because the first Gunpla I built, the instructions had color in them and they had sub-assembly pictures of it completed before you started it. And this one had none of those things. Still, the directions were very easy to follow and I got along just fine with them. I will say, I didn't know what any of these warning icons meant. I mean, except for the sticker and decal ones, those you can kind of decipher. So I took a picture of all of the icons and had AI translate them. TLDR, be mindful of the orientation and direction of pieces, which I was not. The MS-09F Dom Tropen is from the Stardust Memory 083 original video animation series, and this kit was first released in 2000. I believe this one, the one I have, is the third reprinting. They did one in 2017, 2018, and then 2022, and I think this is the 2022 one, because I bought it in 2025, but also because of the blue Bandai logo and the Bandai Namco branding you can see on the box here. So I made three major mistakes on this one. Are you ready? Maybe you can learn from them. On the foot assembly, I got all cocky. On the first one, I put together clean, no problem, just snippety snap. So the second one, I was all fast, and I put the top piece on before the front toe piece. I don't have a separator tool yet, so I had to kind of pry them apart, and I cracked a couple posts on the inside. Not a big deal. There were still two left. Everything turned out just fine. Also, when cutting pieces for the arm, I went a little bit cut first, ask questions later mode on it, and I accidentally snipped the arm post too high up, and that made it so that the arm wouldn't stay in place later. Again, the tiniest bit of super glue solved that problem. Lastly, there were a lot of these little ball joint and cup connector bits, which also made the model feel like just a little bit older. I don't know if that's true at all. It's only the second one I've built. But the first one didn't have like a whole sheet of these little like soft plastic connector and ball cup and ball joint bits. That was fun to say. And they're very soft. And so if you're a little Wild West with the clippers, you can really just whittle those nubs down to nothing, which is not a sentence I'm proud of saying, but I did say. Hey, let's go over some pros and cons. Pros: love the look, the big old feet, the cool Zeon head, neat weapons, the skirt, the mags, all of that looked awesome. And I love that the skirt flaps moved. At first I was like, hey, how come these pieces are all loose and moving? And then I was like, oh, this is cool that these pieces are loose. There were only, I think, 2 stickers on the sticker sheet, which is always a plus for me because I hate stickers. Actually, that's not true. I hate peeling the stickers. I like stickers once they are peeled. The extra magazines, I also thought for the Rakuten Bazooka, is that how you say that? I don't know. It looks great. Cons. Well, those cool little magazines I was literally just talking about, for me, they didn't stay on super well, especially since I was zooming it all over the place, playing with it like an action figure. So I ended up with just a dab of super glue on those to keep those in place where I wanted. The hand assembly didn't feel as snug and solid as I liked, but having an articulating finger on an HG model was nice. And here's a minor nitpick. I think the saber should have been on the opposite side of the magazines and where the weapon would be for a right-handed weapon holder, which would have put it on the left part of the jetpack. I feel like the model's just the tiniest bit right heavy. But again, that's really an uninformed opinion. Okay, final verdict. I give this model a 7 out of 10 on a totally made-up scale that means absolutely nothing because I don't know what I'm talking about. And any Gunpla is better than no Gunpla, and I certainly had a blast building this one. I'm really glad that I picked it up. I hear there's a sandy brown version of this Gunpla, and I would love to have it, but it's over $100, and I just started, so I will see you next time.
I like snapping plastic, cutting off the sprues, pretty color runners, Gunpla's fun to do, snipping tiny pieces, plastic white and blue, building mobile suits, Gunpla me, Gunpla you.